This time, I will get my divorce. Mr. Chapter 12. The next day, Toby sat by his desk with the red divorce certificate still sitting on the desk. After looking at it for a while, he threw it in the trash can. Right then, Tom stepped forward and respectfully said, "Sir, Chairman Gray of Triforce Enterprises on the phone." Tina's father. At once, Toby sorted out his emotions and took the call. "Uncle Gray." A middle-aged man with a hoarse voice spoke. "Toby, is Tina being good in your house these days? I haven't had time to see her recently. It's always my wife who's been accompanying her to relieve her boredom these days. I'm still afraid that she'll have complaints." Toby's voice was steady. "Uncle, rest assured, Tina is recovering well these days. And my mother has been accompanying her often as well." "Oh, that's great. Then," Titus couldn't help but pry, "I heard some news saying that Tina's car accident 6 years ago was related to your ex-wife. Yesterday, Tina's mother went to visit Tina and asked her a little bit about it. But Tina has been avoiding the topic all along. Toby, do you know what happened?" Hearing this, Toby was startled. He pressed his lips tightly and didn't speak immediately. "Toby, are you listening?" After a while, Toby frowned. "That car accident did have something to do with Sonia Reed," Titus said with a long heart. "You also know that Tina is my only baby. The car accident 6 years ago almost broke me and my wife. After Tina woke up, the first person she wanted to see was you. I believe you can see how deep her love for you is. I know you can differentiate who is more important here, your ex-wife or Tina." Toby lowered his eyes. "Yes, I know." Titus seemed to be very satisfied by his answer. "Toby, I believe you will be the most worthy person for Tina." After he hung up the phone, Toby pondered for a moment. After a long time, he called Tom in. "Help me with something." Meanwhile, Sonia, Carl, and Charles came out of the Paradigm Company's office building side by side. Charles smiled and hooked Carl's shoulders while giving him a thumbs up. "What happened just now was dope. Gosh, did you see the faces of those old men? They all went red from anger. I knew you'd have your way, Carl. Ha ha." Sonia couldn't help but curl her lips as well. "Well, those people have had strong opinions about me ever since the fund theft case 6 years ago. So naturally, they would not easily accept the fact that I have become the new major shareholder. However, Carla's method was indeed very effective, rendering them completely speechless." She never asked Carl how he and her grandpa met, nor had she asked him why he knew all the things about Paradigm Company. Although Carl was a model now, everyone had their own secrets. Not meddling in others' affairs was the most basic kind of respect. Grandpa gave up so much to get 51% of the shares. So I must use them to strengthen my position in Paradigm Company, and thoroughly investigate the truth of what happened 6 years ago. As for the Gray family, her eyes flickered. "We're not in a hurry. We'll deal with this one step at a time," she thought. "Oh, baby, you are a person of status now. You can't be dressing sloppily. And you most definitely can't let others look down on you. Let's go buy you some clothes and jewelry." With that, Charles drove them to a branded store. It was a paradise for ladies of the upper class, where they sold super valuable items such as designer clothing, jewelry, and so on. However, the original good mood of the three of them was instantly destroyed by a sharp and mean voice. "Stand right there, you little b*tch." It was a familiar swearing with a familiar tone. Upon hearing that, the smile on Sonia's face disappeared almost instantly. After they turned around, they saw Jean glaring at them with her eyes widened and her hands on her hips. She dashed up to Sonia, pointed at her nose, and cursed. "You b*tch. Not only did you commit adultery, you even took my son's money to buy things for your two lovers. Well, aren't you a disgusting human being?" Sonia read. Carl's face was cold. And he stood in front of Sonia. Shut up if you don't have anything nice to say. Jean rolled her eyes. Her voice was loud, attracting a large crowd of people gathering around. Everyone, come and see. This woman is a shameless B*TCH. She used my son as hard-earned money to fool around with her lovers. Come gather around and see. 1 woman and 2 men. This is the real-life Scarlet Letter right here. Thanks for listening to the Bravonovel audiobook. Welcome to download the Bravonovel app. Read the novel this time. I will get my divorce. Mr. Online and get the latest updates.